remembers Divergent? I barely remember Divergent. And now we have Insurgent. Oh my gosh, I did not like this movie. Let's go get that out of the way. Insurgent. This is a sequel to Divergent, last year's movie that came out literally a year ago from tomorrow. That's how quick they made this movie. A year. Oh my goodness, you can tell. You can tell it took them a year to make this movie. Literally months, literally like 4 months probably to make this movie. So the first movie is not that bad. I gave it like a 3.5, I think. Well, this time it's gonna be lower, I'll tell you that much. Insurgent about Shailene Woodley, who is pretty much, she's left the town, she's left the city, she's going with her parkour people, Theo James, Leo James, Theo or Leo, whatever. Guy from Underworld, him and her and the guy from Fallen Our Stars, they're coming together. They're gonna go find Naomi Watts, who owns this community, a small community. They're gonna build an army. They're gonna fight the Capitol / Kate Winslet, and they're gonna save the day. Doesn't that remind you of something? Mockingjay. Well, this movie has so much more. There's about a box. There's about her in this test with the box. Her and her memories. And Kate Winslet's a bad villain. I mean, this movie is a mess. There are so many storylines. There's the box, there's the testing with the box, there's them surviving from the guy who's coming, the guy from Terminator and Live Free or Die Hard, and he's also a friend in the first movie. Now he's a bad guy, so ooh, so menacing. Not at all. He wasn't menacing at all. He wasn't menacing. Kate Winslet, not menacing at all. I think that was the same problem in the first one too. Kate Winslet is a horrible villain. She walks in, she walks out, just saying, I'm evil and I'm gonna strap you in. Let's go. She walks in and out and she's never menacing. I was never like, I'm in danger. I'm so worried for these characters. You know why you're not worried? Because there's not enough character development. There's not enough, like, you don't care for the characters. Unless you read the book and you're a complete fan of these movies. I'm not. The first one was good. This could have been so much better than it would have. I mean, it's literally about these good guys that used to be friends with them, and they're going after them because they're outcasts, and they're trying to build their own army and stop the Capitol. We've seen that so many times, and like, we've seen it before, so there's not really that big a deal. The action sequences are okay. They are okay. They're cool, but the best parts is when she's in the test, and she's going through and everything, she has those cords on. Those are the best part. Those are literally the best parts. The ending's alright, you could say. Naomi Watts and her little community or whatever, I didn't give a crap about. They're supposed to be saviors, supposed to really help. They helped a little bit, honestly, in my opinion. They weren't like Mockingjay and they made a song and they all come together. No, this was just, they walk up to their house or whatever. She has a shaved, Shailene Woodley with a shaved head with short hair and tattoos all over from Divergent and everything. And she's like, I want to fight him. And it's taking like 20 minutes to be like, okay, let's fight him. It's literally 20 minutes to talk it out, like, we need to fight him, we need to fight him, we need to fight him. I don't know if we should, I don't know if we trust you. And then 20 minutes of that, and I was just like, oh my god, move on. Just join them. You know they're gonna join them. This movie's predictable, and it's not that good in my opinion. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be. This could have been the really good sequel. This could have been the surprise of the March. Because March hasn't been all that great in my opinion, except for like Cinderella and Run All Night. This, no, nowhere near as good. Now my biggest problem with the movie is it's not really a good sequel. Like, when you think of a sequel, you think of more character development. These, our main characters from the first movie have broken legs and they're limping away. Their family members just died and all this kind of stuff. And they're going through a lot of trudging moments and everything. You never feel for that, these characters, except Shailene Woodley, who is leading this movie series. She's a good actress. She's not my favorite, but she did a good job in this movie. She's leading the series. I tell you, she is. But this is not a good sequel at all. It's not better than the first. It's actually worse than the first. And I actually did not enjoy this movie. I actually kind of wanted to walk out. But is it a complete dog crap? No. You can sit there and watch it. There's a lot of convoluted stories and there's a romance. Or if you make a teen movie, there's gotta be some romance. Even if there's so many storylines going on, gotta have that romance. Overall, so much going on. Kate Winslet is just not a good villain. As a sequel, it just completely falls. It's not better than the first. It's not intense. I don't care for the characters. I don't care for the series. I will read I read Hunger Games. I read the whole trilogy. I don't even care to pick up this book series. Because the movies suck, and I heard the books are a little better, except for Allegiance, which is going to be split in 2 parts, of course. Oh, where did they got that from? Harry Potter? Of course they did. Well, actually, Hunger Games, but anyways, I didn't like that movie as much. I'm probably going to give it a 1 out of 5. Just for some good action scenes, and the parts when she's in the box and everything. She's all the coolest parts. And Shailene Woodley, I will give her some points just because she's a good actress, and I think she can win an Oscar. Overall, not worth seeing a single bit. I wish I could just come back and give my money and give it to a charity. Just give it to a charity. Don't give it to this box office, which you know it's going to make like 100 million this weekend, or like at least 50 million or 30 million. It's not a good week for movies this month, or this week. I mean, geez, a lot of disappointments. Last week, Cinderella and Run a Night, they were pretty good. Now this week's like... Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this review, I will see you guys next time.